How you guys doing? I'm Jason from Cyanide Sunrise.
And I'm Dave from Cyanide Sunrise. We are on Detroit Rock City Music TV.
So, how long have you guys been touring this year?
This year we've been on the road for a while. Just on this tour itself, we've been out for about 4 or 5 months now. We've been home for a couple of days, which is always good, but every time we go home, we just want to come right back out. If you're not touring, you're not building. We're trying our best out here.
So, you guys are pretty popular around the Midwest and stuff.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, man, we're trying. The Midwest has been treating us good so far. Hope we can continue doing that. We don't want to burn ourselves out here, but we've got such amazing friends, amazing fans out here that we want to keep it going, you know? And it's good venues like this and, doing real interviews that help us out a lot.
So, how long have you guys been together then?
This group together has been around 3 years. We started really taking this seriously around 2011. We finally figured out exactly what we want to do as a band. We're now focusing on being a 4-piece band with guitar, bass, singer, and drums. And tonight was the first night we got a chance to do that, and it went extremely well. We're really happy about that.
Least important part of that being drums, obviously.
So, picking on the drummer now.
Obviously, I always get picked on.
But it's like as soon as we got in the bus earlier today, we were like, oh, and then there was 4, and I was like, well, until we get a drum machine, and then there was 3.
So, is it a big controversy or anything would happen that there's one less member?
No, we borrowed guitar members from other bands that we keep bringing them out. It's a hassle to always teach somebody your guitar parts and then bring them out for a little bit if they can't do it full time. And we just realized, it's one less mouth to feed. It's, a little easier on the road with just 4 people.
And so you guys are from?
Pottsville. It's actually Pottsville, Pennsylvania. We say Philadelphia because a lot of people don't know Pottsville.
Home of Yuengling beer?
Home of Yuengling beer. Some of the best beer ever brewed. It's amazing. We love it, every time we bring a band that's touring with us and we bring them into our hometown, we take them on the Yuengling Brewery tour.
Yep.
And that's always like one of our favorite things, be back home with new bands, and it's always something fun to see back home.
Okay, so we've seen you guys out to Jackson area and other areas a couple times. Is this your first time over on this side of town?
Yeah, this is our first time in Pontiac, Michigan, and I gotta say I can't wait to come back because these kids are cool. Like the whole night, everyone treated us good. The bar here in general, the whole venue was amazing. Treated us really good, so it's always a plus like that. And so since this is the first place that we played, I can't wait to come back here in Pontiac.
Cool. And are you guys going to be in the studio anytime soon? Got anything new coming out?
Yeah, I'm stoked on this. We actually just recorded a single last time we were home for 3 days with the singer Ricky from This or the Apocalypse. We did one of our songs, and probably one of the best, well, not probably, definitely the best producer that we've ever worked with. Yep. And he's actually going to do our whole album with us, which we're really stoked for. He's going to make us sound just a lot better than we are. He's an amazing producer. It's such a good help to work with somebody like that.
So that's going to be something when you guys head back home you're going to take care of?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got the single that we recorded over Thanksgiving, we're going to take care of that. And once we get that, we're going to release that just as like kind of a teaser for the next album. And then we'll be back in our hometown area around the middle of December and start recording the full album right then and there with Ricky.
Cool. So any interesting stories of when you're on the road? I remember reading something on your Facebook.
Kentucky?
No, I forget where it was. You were posting you needed somewhere to take a shower or something. Like, how does that work out?
That's always
for
key.
Somewhere to live? Or
yeah,
stay?
We're an up-and-coming band, so we don't have, we don't get all the perks of like what real rock stars get. So showers are like wonderful. Sometimes we'll post like, hey, any fans around here have a shower that we can use? And that's just amazing sometimes, like sometimes a hot meal or a shower is just some of the best things ever.
Luckily, this venue had showers today. It was awesome.
Yeah. Crofoot, good place.
Yeah, Pike Room. This place is phenomenal. Their main room, outstanding stage.
Yeah.
I hope you guys get to play there someday. That'd be cool.
Yeah, man. Hopefully we're gonna keep building. You know, as I always like tell a lot of younger bands that were where we were coming up would always ask us like, hey, you know, do you have any advice? I'm like, look, you're gonna meet some terrible people that are gonna tell you like, oh, don't do the music thing because it's blah blah blah, and it's like, shut up. I'm gonna do whatever I want to anyway, whether what somebody thinks is good or bad. So I always tell those kids, like, fuck them. Have some fun.
Okay, so I guess anything else? Any interesting stories that you guys have had happen?
How'd they think of their band name?
That's a good one. How did you come up with the band name?
The band name, I actually think, I really believe, I don't believe in like all the crazy, like, when everyone was thinking like the 2012 thing, but I do believe in the end of the world, and I believe that it's going to be a nuclear holocaust. So I believe that that's going to be the cyanide sunrise. You know, when that world war finally hits and everybody decides to push the button, you know, it's the cyanide sunrise, the end of everything.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's one of the better stories I've heard. From the majority of them I heard, well, we just thought it up. It's like, okay, you just thought it up. All right.
Yeah, no, we put a lot of thought into, you know, everything, like the lyrics and just, you know, stuff like that. Growing up, my aunt was a really good poet. She has a lot of stuff, so I always grew up reading stuff like that. So, you know, I'm really into like reading words and lyrics.
How much longer? Where are you guys going to be? What's coming up? What can people look for?
Well, as soon as we get the single back, we're gonna shoot a music video for it to follow up our last music video for Hourglass, which I'm really excited for. And then, you know, the new album's gonna come out. We were talking about, we have an offer to tour in Europe. You know, if all goes well, we're gonna take the tour as long as we can, you know, all the finances and everything goes good, and I can actually get my
passport. This guy needs a passport.
Yeah, I lost my. Yeah, I gotta get my passport.
I never got one, so I don't know.
But yeah, I would love to do the European tour and then you know, try.
But yeah, mostly we're gonna take about a month off to go record the new album with Ricky, and then you'll see us next year. We'll start about the middle of January. We're gonna head down south and do a lot of southeast touring, and hopefully go down through Texas and over into California a little bit. So that should be our next little bit of route.
Yeah, he's gonna make Southwest.
Southwest. We're trying to get on that. I believe we have the slot, but I don't want to announce it or be excited about it yet until I know 100% sure.
Yeah. So
is that one of those festivals that you have to pay to get on, or how do you get on a festival like that?
A lot of the bands do. We're trying to skip that route because, you know, I feel like we've paid our dues. It's like, you know, we've done a lot of that stuff and have been trying to build ourselves around the country. So hopefully we get the South by Southwest slot. If not, we'll be at South by So What.
Yeah, those are both great freaking festivals. You gotta go check both of them out.
I'd like to get down to South by Southwest one year. We went to Rock on the Range last year. We're gonna try and make it this year. Rock on the Range.
Nice. I heard a lot of good things about Rock on the Range.
Yes.
All right. Well, is there anything left at the end of this year that you guys are going to be? Where are you touring, or when are you wrapping up this tour?
We get to go home midway through December. You know, go home and start the album and stuff, and then we go back out again in January.
Okay. So are you guys going to be around here in the next couple of weeks?
We're playing Battle Creek at the Warehouse. I'm not sure exactly the date, but we're playing there. We're playing St. Joe's and at Mickey's. We're also playing Chicago on December 11th. That one I know for a fact at the Elbow Room. Other than that, we're heading down to Nashville over the next couple days. Then we're going to shoot back up to Wisconsin and come back over to Michigan again for a couple days.
Well, just figured I might as well try and plug where you're going to be.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you, man.
All right, well, I guess that's all I can think of, unless you guys got anything else you just want to say.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to anyone that's ever listened to our music and, you know, enjoyed it, comes out to see a live show that's not some cover stuff. Come out and see some original bands. It's just so cool. We met some of the coolest fans in the world, and I just want to say thank you to them.
Yep, and we definitely want to say a thank you to Detroit Rock City Music TV for doing this interview. It's totally awesome. You should check them out. Like them on Facebook. Check out their webpage if they have one. Everything. You got a URL for it?
Not yet.
Not yet. Facebook, Detroit Rock City Music TV. You should totally check it out, and YouTube. Well, you'll catch this interview.
Thank you guys so much.